So in the last video, we started getting our likes button working and actually inserting into the database, but we ran into a couple of problems. And the first one was the fact that the database is recognizing this list of likes as a hash map. And that's a problem that I've run into in the past, and I have a solution for it. So we're going to go over that. But just to kind of review, I'm going to show the error once again. So if we navigate to the profile, it's actually going to crash because it thinks it's trying to retrieve a hash map, but actually it's a list of likes. So that's the issue we're looking at right here. And then we're also going to fix the likes button because the animation also wasn't working. So we'll start off in our strings file here, and we're going to add a bunch of new strings because we need to get all the fields that are in the photo. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more that we need to add. And the first one is going to be the caption. So just add the caption. And the second one is going to be field date created. And if you're wondering where I'm getting all these are just the fields that are inside of our photo model. So if we go into models and we go into photo, it's just all the fields that are in here. We haven't created those for the strings file yet. So that's all I'm doing right here. So we have likes, caption, date created, and the next one is going to be photo ID, and the final one is going to be tags. So tags, photo ID, and tags. Okay, so there's all of our fields. We can close our strings file, and let's go back to view post fragment. And now not view post fragment. We're going to fix the hash map issue first, which is in the profile fragment. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this line of code right here. So I'm inside of the setup grid view method, and I'm going to get rid of this line of code right here. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to typecast the snapshot to a hash map, and then add the objects manually to the photo object, or add the fields manually to the photo object. So we'll go photo equals new photo. And it takes a little bit longer, but this is the only solution I know at this point. So if any of you have run into this issue, let me know, and I'd be curious to see how you solved it. So we're going to just call it an object map, and that's going to equal, we're going to typecast it to a hash map, string and object, and close that bracket off. And then what we're going to do is go single snapshot, get value, not get children, just get value. And usually we put the class in here, but we're not going to put the class in here this time. We're just going to we know that it's a hash map, so we're just going to tell it, okay, here you go, here's your hash map. Now we're going to add the fields manually to the photo object. So, and then we go object map, get, and this is where we get, actually I don't need context, just get string, r.string, r.string dot field caption, and close that bracket, and close that bracket, and then do toString. And that's how we're going to add all of the fields to the object. So we're just going to copy that again and do the same thing for, set tags, and just do tags. And next one will be set the photo ID, and get the photo ID. And just carrying on with all the rest of the fields. So user ID, oops, not that, field user ID. And then what do we got? We got date created still. So date created. And image path, did I get that? Nope, haven't gotten that one yet. Image path. Oh, I didn't add that to the strings file, it looks like. So let's go into our strings file. So go to res and values and strings. And I don't see a photo path, so we need to add that one. So there's our photo path now. Let's go back to profile fragment. And what happened to field tags? Did I just accidentally delete that? No, it's right here. Field tags. What's going on? That should be fine. I'm sure if I rebuild it, that error will go away. So this is going to be field photo path. Oh, whoops, that's supposed to be image path. So change that to image path, go back to the strings file, and change that to image path. And we can close the strings file, that's good. This is red, but I'm pretty sure if I rebuild that, that error will go away. Yeah, there we go, okay. So now we've got all of the main fields. Now we're going to get the likes. So we need to create a list, and we're going to create a list of likes, and I'm just going to call it likes list, and so equals new array list of like type, and now we're going to iterate through all the likes inside of that list. So data snapshot, I'm just going to call it d snapshot, and we're going to go all the way up to single snapshot.getChildren. And so in here we just create a new like, and we want to do like.setUserID, and that's going to be dsnapshot, dsnapshot get value. It always likes to do get children. I want get value, and then we can do likes.class, and then just get the user ID. And one last thing actually I forgot to do right up here, we just need to add, we need to make sure that we reference that likes node. So go get string r.string.field likes. And let's do a hard return here and just get a little bit more space. That should be good. So once that's done adding the likes to the list, we have to add it to the likes list, so add a like. And then after we add the like, we go down here and we just add that new photo. So we do photo first.setLikes to our likes list, and then we do photos.add the new photo. And that should resolve our issue. So I'm going to run it at this point and take a look and just make sure that it's not crashing when we visit the profile. Okay, let's go to the profile, and cool. So now it doesn't crash. So we've now fixed that list issue with where it was thinking that it was a hash map, and we did that by just simply typecasting it to a hash map and then adding the fields manually to the objects. So now let's fix that like animation, because right now if we click on a photo and we click on the like, it won't work. So if I double click that, you can see it looks like it tries to do something, but it doesn't. And if we take a look at the Firebase database, actually what's happened is it did add the like, but now it's adding duplicates of the same user. So that's definitely not what we want. So let's delete that, the duplicate, and let's go, because we're also going to have to delete that from the photos node. So right here, let's delete that one. And let's go to view post fragment, and the issue is inside this method here, get likes string. So you can see the way I did the query is I did child and order by child and equal to. This won't work the way that the queries are done. So what we're looking for is we're just actually looking for the likes node. So all we have to do is go child, child, child in this query. And I made that error up here, and I also made the same error down in the gesture listener class. So if we look here, same thing, changing that to child, child, child. So just having the query, those three childs, and up here with those three childs. And now let's run that and see what we get. And let's bring over the Firebase database so we can watch it and make sure that the data is actually getting inserted correctly. So let's go to the profile and click on the photo, and this is the photo ID of the photo I'm looking at right now. As you can see, the description is wrong, but that's because we haven't gotten the information yet. And you can see right away it highlights the heart just as it's supposed to, because this user right here is Mitch, this 8cu9 user. If we go down into our users node, that's actually Mitch right here, the username Mitch. So you can see that it's definitely highlighting the heart just like it's supposed to. Now when I double click the heart, it should take that like away. So let's double click it, and you can see that like gets removed from the database, Mitch gets removed, and it's no longer highlighted. Now let's double click it again, Mitch gets added, and the heart is highlighted. And one thing also that I've noticed is it's saying likes by Mitch, but it should say liked by Mitch. So maybe let's just change that really quick before I end the video. We'll go into our get likes string method, and right here it says likes. We'll just change it to liked, and liked, and liked, and liked. Oh, and one more down here. Okay, so that's it for this video. We've now resolved our issue with adding the likes, and the likes seems to be working correctly. In the next one, I first of all want to test to make sure that it's able to pick up likes from different users. So if there's likes from 2 different users or more, I want to test that and make sure that's working correctly. And then we're going to move on to the next part, which will be probably getting the caption and then getting the comments. So I'll see you in the next video.